right, today is August 23rd, 2024, and today is Jackson Hole, and we have Fed speaking and saying they will raise rates, they won't raise rates, they'll raise it earlier than later, and we're going back and forth, and this market is just, using that as an excuse to move up and down and run stops and do the thing. Yesterday we had a nice down day for the first time after I don't know how many sessions, a record amount of sessions. Finally we stopped one time framing up, and we had an outside day, which we broke on the upside, then we broke on the downside. We took these two lows and then we stopped. We found support right at the previous week's high. Usually with outside days or outside bars that close on the bottom side of the range, you usually have a move in the opposite direction after. And we did get that, as we have inventory 100% long from yesterday's close, and we're back at the 20-day point of control. And if you look, this is where we have most of the volume. So this is where value is right now. So in here it's gonna be probably choppy, or grinding action, move higher, because we're in a positive gamma environment. So I'm gonna be looking at, well, right now we're trading right at the value area high. So I wanna see now how we treat value from the day before, which is right here. Value area high from yesterday coincides with value area low from the day before. So if we sweep through value on this day and then we're able to go through this single print, I want to go with a break and again target the highs from yesterday and an attempt to fill the gap. We have, last time I checked, it was like a 40 something expected move, so that puts us right above these highs. But yesterday we also had I don't know what the expected move was, but it was not 82, it was something like in the 30s, I think. So I think we could fill the gap to that today, use Powell speaking at 10 and use that as a trigger for a move. But the thing is, it could go either way. It could go up or down. Yesterday we had all the sellers that probably got trapped. A lot of the sellers got trapped here thinking that we were going to go lower. So if this doesn't pan out, they're going to be squeezed, and then we're going to have that fuel to finally close the gap. But if the market doesn't like whatever they talk about, and for some reason we're able to get below the previous week's high, then I will be looking for all of this to be tested, and I will go from high volume node to high volume node, right? Like the first one will be here 78. If we get below this low volume node, then target this 68, and so forth and so and then until we test this 50 moving average, which if we get below this low, then we have another gap here, 54.87. But I don't know if that's going to happen today, but just keep that in mind, that that's how we should be looking at this. And then if we fill this gap, we have all-time high right there. So if we had yesterday, we had an 80 something point range. If we have another 80 point range, we are our all-time high, so almost. Not sure if it's gonna happen today, but just keep that in mind. Keep your keep an open mind in this market. Anything could happen. NQ. So NQ had a big drop right here. Almost took that third low, right? Like we took these two lows and almost took that one. Got way below the previous week's high, and got into that lower distribution, into that 20-day point of control, and then found support here at the same time that ES found support at the previous week's high, and then we are now coming back into the upper distribution, right? So it keeps going between this one and this one. So I took a trade this morning when I saw that there was a low volume node holding here, and I'm targeting this high volume node. If you can see, I'm almost there to my target at 781. I have it. But then it's kind of like the same scenario as the days before, right? Because if we hold this area, then we're gonna be trading into this distribution, and the target becomes that 5-day point of control, the 820 first, and then the 850. Yesterday it was the other way around, right? Like we were up here, I was targeting the 850 and then the 820. Now we're coming back into the same area, so we'll see if we can get up there all the way. But this, you see right here, we have some single prints. So before we get to that 5-day, we have some resistance here. So that might be an opportunity where shorts are gonna take to try to push price lower, since this was a strong push. And then another one is right here. So we have single prints here, and we have single prints right here. Right there. Part of it they got filled, but I'm just marking where the original single prints were. But so this is an area, these two are areas where we're gonna see some shorts attempt to short here. So if you're long, these are good places to take your take profit, or right before this low volume node. Okay, let's see what else we got. Crude. All right, crude. It's still in a very similar spot. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4-day balance, in which this day we had a double distribution, tested this lower distribution, this previous balance area, and then rejected, and now we're back above the 72.80 that I mentioned yesterday, tagged that point of control, and now we're at the top of the range. And this is an area where shorts are, they're pushing price lower. And if we cannot get above this area, then I would look to go back to the 73.25 level. And then the same thing is kind of like the same scenarios, right? Like below 780, then we go back into the 71.85. Above 74.80, we go into this. Let me see the exact levels. So above this area has to clear. So 74.72, you got to clear long into the 74.87, and then above that, then we have all this previous area of where we had acceptance. So the 90-day point of control is up here, 75.50 and change. But the thing is, we have the 20 moving average and the 21 EMA up here, so this could be a little bit of a resistance area. And gold, yesterday I had said that if we hold below this area to look for a move back into this distribution. We did. We bounced and now we're retesting those highs again. So this is a look below and fail. So likelihood is that we're gonna test these highs again. Not much to say about that. All right. So Jackson Hole today. Fed Powell speaking at 10. New home sales at 10. Morfett speaking at 11, at 12:30, at 1:45, at 2:15. So the whole day they're gonna be speaking. So be careful today because we can see a lot of volatility. All right, have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.